Top 5 Horror Games for Mobile. Number 5. Dead by Daylight. If we're talking about the best mobile horror games, there's no way we could forget Dead by Daylight. This multiplayer game gives you two options: be the victim, or take on the role of a sadistic killer. Many bundles are already available for the game, which sees you play as famous horror killers and survivors. If you happen to be playing as a survivor, you might want to abandon the sole survivor attitude and work with your teammates to fix the generators. Though if the killer finds you and it's you or your friend, you can always make new friends, throw them to the wolves and run. Number 4. Death Park. While we can't speak for everyone, we don't like clowns at all, and we're not alone in the fact, given that clowns are a pretty common fear, which is what makes movies such as Stephen King's It so terrifying. Death Park tasks you with exploring a desolate amusement park that happens to be home to an exceedingly creepy circus. At least that explains the horrifying killer clown that's chasing you. Think happy thoughts. As the game progresses, you need to find items and complete puzzles, all while avoiding what is certain to be an unfortunate end at the hands of a terrifying clown. Number 3. Evil Nun. Okay, moving on from clowns, we now find ourselves in a stereotypical horror location, a school. Except, it's not the teachers that you run from. It's actually a nun, a terrifying one that's hell-bent on sending you to an early grave. Nuns have become more and more popular in terms of horror in recent years, with people finding a new fear. No doubt James Wan's A Nun may have something to do with that. Number 2. Granny. Maniacs are different. Sometimes they look like you would never suspect that you are a serial killer. So our granny is disguised as a nice fluffy old lady who wouldn't hurt a fly. Don't believe her appearance. Anyway, you woke up in a closed room and now you have a difficult task to escape from this terrible place before the crazy old woman gets to you. Granny searches the house for the player, using any loud sound to her advantage and setting traps to hinder the player's progress. If Granny spots the player, she will start chasing them. Number 1. Eyes. As you might guess, Scary Thriller is set in a mansion, one that's big enough to get lost in, which poses quite the problem when there are all sorts of nasty beings that want you dead. Or, if you'd rather defend yourself against the paranormal in an abandoned hospital or school, not to worry, as this game features levels in those locations too. The aim of the game is simple: explore these decrepit places in search of riches. We hope it's worth it, and that you get to keep your life after all is said and done.